truckers? Welcome to Girls Run These Worlds on this wonderful, beautiful Saturday. All of you who have chosen to relinquish your rights to the gorgeous outside that it is for me, and I heard it is in Canada. At least I don't know about any other countries today. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Thank you all for being here. I will go ahead and put the content warning out now that I'm sure you guys know by the name, but there is going to be cussing, a lot of it this evening. It is a mechanic of the game to go ahead and say no fucking way whenever you would like to change the way the story is going. So I just wanted to put that out there now that if you are sensitive to cussing, you might want to put us on mute and just enjoy the costumes. Feel free to do either one. But yeah, Ark's dog has even dressed up for the occasion, so please give that baby some love if you can. Ark is managing producing as well with one hand to wear the claw, so thank you, Ark, for doing that. And without further ado, is everybody ready to get started in the cast? We can all introduce ourselves if everybody's cool with that. I'll start. I'm Mo. I'm your crummy crab mommy this evening. Not evening, it's afternoon. It's 1:03 p.m. for me. It's the middle of the night for Anne, but that's besides the point. I'm in charge tonight, but everything I do is up for debate depending on what our D8s are rolling like. So if you guys are cool with it, I'm going to let you guys popcorn yourselves, and I am going to start by bullying Alex. Alex, you get to go first.
That's me. I'm Alex. Hello. I use he, him pronouns. I am new-ish to Girls Run These Worlds. I played one other game in the holiday one-shots. And I'm excited to be back playing Combo Bacon Cheeseburger, Fiddler Crab. You can find me on Twitter at ActorFeet. And that's me. Do I popcorn or do they popcorn?
You popcorn.
Okay, I'll popcorn. I'm going to go over to Shelby.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Shelby. You can find me on Twitter for now at Starlight Shelby. I'm in the middle of an ill-timed rebrand because I'm a technical writer and I have technical issues. I will be playing Claudia, a Maryland blue crab.
Love that. All right, popcorn. Who's next?
Okay, let's go with Aaron.
Hello, everyone. I am Aaron. My pronouns are she, they, fae. I am playing Christy Sean, the custodian of the Bacon Cheeseburger family. If you're wondering what a custodian is, I'm a grizzled detective with a haunted past who has turned my talents to protecting the family. Let's popcorn it right to Anne.
Hi. My name is Anne, and my pronouns are she, her. I'll be playing a little European spider crab named Michelle, or Shelly to her family. For those who are feeling particularly sassy, they call her Small Fry. Her pronouns are also she, her. Yeah, she is a recent engineering graduate who's come to this family reunion not in a truck, but in a crab-shaped mech modeled after cousin Chowder, who is hosting the event because cousin Chowder is a very big Japanese spider crab that is much bigger than Shelly and is like her hero. So she modeled her final project, which is this big giant mech, after her favorite cousin. And yeah, she is a work hard, party harder soda crab. Yeah. Popcorning over to Ark. Yeah.
Yay. Okay. I'm Ark, she, her. Arcadian ending, anywhere you can find me. But I will be playing our Canadian friend, Winnie Pig, the pig, from up north, your snow cousin. My class is CQ Lumberjack. I haul timber, oak, different trees on my ski-doo. Yeah, I'm excited to see the family. It's been too long.
Everybody's asking when everybody's gonna break. I already have. So I'm gonna try real quick, just for anybody who hasn't had the pleasure of playing Big Motherfucking Crab Truckers before. Here's a real quick snippet of the rules. This is a D8 system, so everybody is gonna only be rolling D8s for this game. I will say the main mechanic is saying no fucking way at any time, whether I am giving directions on what's going on, or anytime a player, they have all given consent to no fucking way each other. No fighting here, just a little friendly camaraderie. But they are allowed to no fucking way each other as well. So if something happens, say I say the water is blue, somebody can say no fucking way. And we have to do a roll off. So I roll 2 d8s at all times as the GM. They get to roll as many d8s as they have traits for, plus 2 base d8s. So they can roll up to 6 d8s at a time. They all have 4 traits. Their traits are phenomenal, folks. I'll just tell you guys right now. I'll let them introduce their traits whenever we get to the first couple of no fucking ways, but they're gonna knock your socks off, I'll tell you what. Yeah, so rolling d8s, there can be consequences. If there's like an oil slick in the road or something, I can take away a d8 as a consequence of that for the players to give me an advantage. But yeah, I think that pretty much explains everything. I did give everybody DM inspo for an extra d8, even if they don't have a trait to use for a particular situation. So that way everybody can be included no matter what. And without further ado, I'll go ahead and also give credit to Miles and Mailbox, who wrote this. Can't find them anywhere on the internet, so if anybody knows them, say thanks for me. But without further ado, let's get in on the barbecue of the bacon cheeseburger family, shall we? All right. Our story begins with the static of radio comms on roads from all over. Trucks incoming from every which way and every way know how, and they do it all for the crab goddess. And most importantly, their family. Speaking of family, welcome to the barbecue, a yearly gathering, usually bustling with energy, charm, and plenty of jorts wearing, cargo smuggling, fun-loving crab truckers. But this year, things are solemn among the Bacon Cheeseburger clan, more solemn than usual. Your dear cousin Junior, yes, Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, has been lost in the line of crab crew tea. Line of crab cab duty. Yes, whatever. Thank you all for coming in. Let's introduce you to the family. So I'll go ahead and let you guys introduce yourselves first. I would like to know what you are driving in. If you can give me what kind of a truck you're driving in, and what you look like just in general. Like, you can say what kind of a crab you are if you haven't already, and maybe like where in the US you're coming from. If you're in the US, if you're driving over the water, that's allowed because you're giant crabs. So yeah, we'll say this shindig is happening in Tennessee for reference. So if anybody's already here, that's great. Not the real Tennessee. This is a fake Tennessee. Just so everybody knows. But
legally distinct Tennessee.
We're gonna go in reverse
Lawsuit
order.
avoided.
So Ark, you'll go ahead and go first. With what you're driving in.
Oh yeah, so I drive a Ski-Doo, which normally would cross snow, tundra, but in this case, coming from the Great White North, I think it just works. There's no explanation. I'm just sliding in on no snow whatsoever. Probably have some timber behind me in my wagon, maybe checking out what some of these cedars and aspen and trees look like around the barbecue.
You hear like random family members go, "Those Canadian crabs, they're built different."
Oh yeah, I got I'm a snow crab, so when you get crab legs at like a buffet, that's what you'd see. So I'm quite delicious. Thanks for days.
Oh my god. Great. Amazing. Thank you, Ark. Anne, what are you driving in or riding in or piloting?
Michelle, who is a tiny little European spider crab, is actually writing in her final project from school because she's literally like this summer, right? So this is like fresh out of like, so it would be around the time where she would be like going home, but instead of going home, she drives her final project all the way to the barbecue. And yeah, let's say she's like driving down from like New York or something. She went to school in like a big fancy city and everything. And yeah, she's got this big giant Japanese spider crab mech. That's roughly maybe the size of her equally as big cousin. You know, very much modeled after cousin Chowder. Maybe even a little bit bigger than cousin Chowder, just to show off. Like, look at this cool robot.
Love.
Yeah, and she rolls up to the event and gives off like Mad Godzilla vibes, or like, you know, Pacific Rim mech kaiju situation. That's her vibe.
Okay, I want a crab Jaeger so bad. Somebody run Pacific Rim on this channel with a crab Jaeger, please. All right. I don't remember exactly who was next. I'm just gonna boop it to Aaron, if that's cool.
Sounds good. So Chris T. Sean rolls up in a kind of nondescript stakeout van. They slap out an Old Bay patch because after their spouse passed, they promised to stop smoking those Old Bay cigarettes. And they get out and half-ass their tie and make their way. Yeah, you okay, Mo?
The fact that you said nondescript killed me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so it approaches the barbecue, nodding at everyone and kind of surveying to make sure there's no unfamiliar faces.
Great. Love that. Keeping that in mind. Alex.
So Combo is Tennessee born and raised, right? And he, before he was a trucker, he was a college level athlete playing on the gridiron, and a terrible accident had befell him the championship game where he tore one of his multiple ACLs. He was no longer able to participate in the sport that he so dearly loved. So he decided to become a trucker for the crab goddess, and out of sentimentality bought the charter bus that took them to their championship game and gutted it out and turned it into a big old driving rig. He's got a few seats up in front for people who want to travel with him, a small bedroom, and then a compartment to be loaded with cargo as much as it can be. On the sides, there are big old flames and the team logo that he used to play for, the Tennessee Crustacean Knights. A big old crab in an armored shell with a big old sword. He steps out. He steps out of his rig with a big old bowl of zesty spaghetti salad.
Spaghetti salad. Okay, great. It's vegan, I'm assuming. I love that. Perfect. Last but not least, Shelby, lay it on me, buddy.
All right. So, like I said earlier, I'm playing Claudia, a Maryland blue crab, and you see me roll up to this shindig in one of those gnarly old farm trucks. You don't know what kind, what make or model it is. It's held together by baling wire and duct tape and a bunch of profanity. It's rusted out, smells vaguely of, salt water and rust and God knows what else, because it's been around the water for all the watermen to work out of. It's reliable enough to haul a trailer and also to carry a bunch of drunk ass cousins home who had a couple of too many natty bows at the cookout. I might have a cousin or two in the back right now, along with a couple of ice chests of beverages, and a big case of Utz chips that I picked up at the store on my way over here. It's been a long drive. I'm ready to get out and stretch my legs, all of them.
Shelby, I'm going to need to borrow some of the thoughts and prayers holding your truck together for this session. Let me tell you what. Well, without further ado, did anybody else bring food to this, or just the spaghetti salad?
Oh yeah,
from Combo.
Oh yeah, I got some Timmy's with me. Maybe some Molson.
That is the most Canadian thing. Timbit. As an actual Canadian, I am dying. I'm sorry.
What are you talking about? I'm Canadian.
No,
adjacent.
I mean, like...
Legally distinct Canadian.
Canadian.
Wow. All right. We got some Timmy Hoes. Love that. Cool. Anybody else?
Yeah. Nothing from Shelly. She doesn't cook. She's a new college grad. She doesn't know anything about how to make food. She doesn't know anything about life.
Fair enough. Was not a requirement to come to the barbecue. You're allowed to come empty-handed. That's okay. You all are very respectable truckers, so it is assumed that none of you who have left the main family that resides here in Tennessee, thank you, chat, for that. Wonderful. That you would be too busy to have learned how to cook a decent meal for yourself. You live on the road. Your truck is built for this. So, all right. Think it's time to introduce you guys to some of the family. I do have accents for all of them, but I'm going to go ahead and just run through the short list here real quick. And if anybody pops out anybody that they would like to talk to first, great. But I do have some names I'd like to share, so get your Post-its ready. Okay, first of all, in charge of the grill, we have Krabby Flay, Gordon Clamsy, and Guy Sierri. All right. Like I said, family's too busy to have learned how to cook. So they hired professionals. They're union. Great. Wonderful. All right. They're the ones cooking, so it's going to be a great meal. We have Cousin Penny, Penny Pincher, if you will, Uncle Kermit Crab, Tank, the bus station, keeper of public transit. Even truckers need a break sometimes. And then we've got the 7 C's, the main nugget of the bacon cheeseburger family. We've got Big Bacon Cheeseburger, Senior Bacon Cheeseburger, Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, who is missing, Mr. Bacon Cheeseburger, Granny Bacon Cheeseburger, Ford Bacon Cheeseburger, and last but not least, the host of this whole shindig, Chowder Bacon Cheeseburger. So welcome, everybody. I will say right off the bat, as you guys are all parking in the designated parking area, not quite far enough away from the food to where your exhaust isn't mixing with the smoke of the grills. That was what adds to your family's charm. Truckers first, eaters second. What do I say? All right. Chowder is first going to notice his likeness stomping up on the grounds for you and for Shelly. So he's gonna come right on up to you, and he's the same size as your mech, correct?
So you see a tiny little Shelly pop up from the top. There's a door up top. She just hops off really cool. She does kind of the mech equivalent of like the Riker thing, like over the chair, but she just jumps out of the mech. And she, by comparison, is like a quarter the size of Cousin Chowder. It's just like, hey, man, so what do you think? And she points at the big giant mech. Did I get it right?
Cuz, listen, let me tell you what, dude, this looks freaking bomb, my guy. And you see he kind of like goes to fist bump the mech because they're the same size, and then pauses for a second because you don't. Do you have a remote?
She pulls out a remote and like uses the joystick to lift up the claw. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. Thanks. Yeah. All right. Perfect.
And then she pushes a button and it does it exactly. It's like looking in a mirror for Cousin Chowder. Just bump it.
Listen, it's been too long, cuz I remember you being so cute shaped. I do. It's just been too long. And he'll go ahead and like not flatten himself, but like sit and like fold his legs so he can be as close to your level as possible. And just kind of like look.
She stretches really high, like tries really hard, and is just so happy to see him.
Perfect. I see the other members are rolling in. You got anything fancy like fireworks or anything in that big old thing? What are you working with? What's your cargo these days?
Well, I mean, I haven't been working really these days because I'm fresh out of school, but picked some fireworks up along the way. Could make something happen, I guess.
Listen, we can go right back to old times if you want. I've still got the old wagon that we used to cart your ass around in. If you want a little ride, that's all I'm saying. You know,
the wagon will set them all off. And she makes like this cute explosion noise, and her claws just go up like all animated and excited. And she says, "This thing right here," and she points to the big mech. "It's powered by NOS. We could make big explosions with that."
Promise?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, find me later.
There's that tiny little claw go up like
the tip of a foot like finds you. Very much like giant monster, tiny person, like
yeah.
Very
I'm
cute.
sure I could come up with something and we can make like pyrotechnics display.
Perfect. Let's see. Who do I want to let's do this. Hey Ark. You see your cousin Big is approaching you. Big is the smallest Canadian crab you've ever seen. Almost as small as Shelly. And Big comes up to you presenting you with a box of Timbits, not realizing that you already have some Timmy Hoes in your cab. He should have known better, but he comes up to you and he kind of finagles himself Tarzan style to come and try to open your door for you. You know, true hospitality, this man. Oh, hey there, bud. What's it going? How you doing? I brought you some Tims. Oh, you already have some Tims.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were gonna bring Tims. I wouldn't have brought Tims.
Oh, well, you can never have too many Tims.
That's true. Maybe it's okay. But sorry, yeah. I didn't know. We should have talked.
It's okay. You know, it's been too long since I've seen ya. So glad to see everyone. Your truck looks amazing. Thanks for the lumber, by the way. You know, I'm building a new shed out back. If you want to go ahead and, you know, maybe help me with that next weekend, if you're not busy, of course.
Oh, yeah. I could help.
Cool. Perfect. And you see he looks like calm for the first time in days. Dude is always on, like 100%. And he kind of sets the Tims down and offers up a claw to like help you out of the cab.
Oh, sure there, bud. You know,
you have to reach far.
Oh, way down.
As you get out and you're, at the same level, you almost like pick him up a little bit if you're like holding hands by accident, and he'll just kind of gracefully let himself settle back into the earth below. Great, cool. Who else do I wanna Oh, this is too good. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Aaron.
Hey.
Christy Sean?
Christy Sean.
Thank you. Great. Tim Shortens? Really?
Tim Shortens, no.
Swim Hortons? I can't. All right, I gotta keep my eyes off of chat. I'm sorry. All right. This is great. Hey there, Cheeks. Been a while since I seen ya. Solve any good cases lately? And you see, Chris, as Senior Bacon Cheeseburger toddles his way up to you, he's got a cane for each leg. So he's got 8 canes and 8 legs. Kind of like centipede style walking, very smooth. Clearly he's been working on this for a while. And he will offer you a cane for your hand to like get out of your cab if you take it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Christy Sean comes out. Old man, it's good to see you again.
I'm not
just the usual cases, but never the one I want to solve. And then I realize crabs don't have pupils, but you get the vibe that Chris is looking 1,000-yard stare off into the distance.
What you always seem to, not be fully here, Chris. What do you see?
Too much, old man.
I got a letter in the mail the other day saying, you avoided death. How's that going?
Well, this is a new bit here, and he'll wave like a slightly smaller arm.
Crabs regrow their limbs, if anybody was curious. So it's a Finding Nemo situation.
Crab trap incident off the coast. I'll spare you the details.
Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate that. But, I've seen a time or two. These legs have probably been through, at least, 7 or 8 switcherooskis. This back left one never really grew in fully. But it's good to see you. Good to see you. Try not to close one of the other ones in the door when you shut it. And he'll, like, reach up and close your cab door for you. Great. All right. And Aaron. Who do I want to give you? Okay. All right. Let's do this. Cousin Penny is going to come up to you. I should have said who first. Combo. Cousin Penny is going to come up to you. How's it going there, sugar? I really can't believe that, like, we almost, went to prom together, before we realized we were cousins years ago. It's just been so long. I really truly can't believe, like, we're here again and you brought the spaghetti salad. Oh my god, you brought the spaghetti salad.
I did. I know how much everyone here loves the spaghetti salad, so I thought I'd bring some by. It had been such a long time.
You told me that you'd bring it this time, last time that we saw each other, and every time it brings me back to that time we, like, almost went on that date, before we realized we were family.
We were at the table, and then
right.
we figured it out. Yeah.
What a waiter that was.
Yeah,
Right?
I know. It was weird that we were also both related to him.
Yeah, I know.
But really, really dodged a bullet there with that situation. But I mean, I still love you, like family loves family.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Well, how you been holding up?
You know, I'm engaged. Sorry,
congratulations.
was engaged.
Oh.
Another family member. You know how it goes.
Oh yeah. Large
just
family.
can't seem to find anybody out of the family. But I did recently make some changes to my truck. It's not all pink anymore. I added like a little bit of purple, like on the underside, just trying to branch out a little bit, you know.
I'm sure it looks lovely.
Yeah, and you see like she's like furiously like wiping her cheeks trying to get the red to go away. I just really can't believe that everybody's here after what happened to Junior. You know, like he's been gone for a few days now, and we just all need to sit down and just like really ground each other right now. You know what I mean? And you see she like pulls out a handkerchief and starts to like dab at her eye stalks, just fully trying not to lose it. She's an emotional bitch, what can I say?
In an attempt to console her, Combo will take his big fiddler arm and just give her a quick pat and say, well, family's here for family, and that means I'm here for you, Penny. All right? Because you know what? You're one of the sweetest dang old girls I ever done met. And that's why we almost dated that one time before we found out we were family. You got a heart big as gold, shiny as gold, and big as the ocean. All right? I know things are going to come together for you.
You have no idea how good it feels to hear you say that to me right now.
It's hard, sweet.
With Junior gone, you know, I really just need a rock right now. You know what I mean? Like bottom of the ocean, like two penguins that like picked one for like they give each other rocks when
like the engagement
you know
stones kind of idea. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'll be your rock. I'll be your rock, and so will the family.
Perfect.
The family will be your rock. We're all here for one another. We're gonna keep each other grounded, happy, stable. That's what family does.
Ark, I'm gonna need you to stop laughing. I can't. Yeah, just do me.
The claws aren't better.
Do me like a quick favor though, cuz, and like make sure that you take the plastic off of the food like before you put it on the table, because Gordon Clamsy is a freak for kitchen safety. So like,
yeah, I can do that. I'll take, and Combo will take it off right now before he forgets. I'm gonna go on and set this over there, and you feel free to get yourself a big old helping. I made plenty for everyone.
I could get myself a scoop. You know how like you scooped me at the junior prom and like
Yeah,
all right, scene change. Scene change. Great. Hey Shelby. Hey Shelby. Hey Claudia. How's it going? I'm gonna give you Mr. Bacon Cheeseburger. Mr. approaches you with a full arm of like used cans of Old Bay. Like they're like fully emptied out, but you can tell they're Old Bay cans even without like the wrappings on a few of them that have been removed. You know Mr. to have a like a wrapper wall in his bedroom when you guys were kids. Like, you know how people make like
Yeah.
yeah, they'll like take the wrappers off of things and just like use them as wallpaper.
Yeah.
Did that with Old Bay. And he'll walk up to you and kind of like gracefully put them down on the front of your truck, just trying to like line them up neatly. A hey, cuz, I just thought, because you were making some upgrades to your truck and all, that maybe perhaps, you could use these as like, if you're going to a wedding and you need to do like a just married situation, like on the back of it, you could put a bunch of these and they clank like really well, but you're still representing. Also, I just need everybody to know, if you haven't caught on to the joke, this is Mr. Not Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, Mr. Bacon Cheeseburger, and he has a stuffy nose. And he sneezes sometimes. Mr. Okay. That's the only one I need to explain. I swear. I swear. Claudia, Shelby, tell me a little bit more about like what's holding your truck together, because Mr. is gonna start sticking these cans, because he helped you decorate it last time. Just like sticking them kind of wherever he thinks they'll add a little zhuzh,
And I appreciate his efforts in the zhuzhing, because good God, this truck can definitely need it. It has been through so many crabbing seasons down in southern Maryland, and it's taken some abuse. Let's see here. It's it was seafoam green once in a past life, but God knows now there's like a few patches of it left here and there, but it's primarily rust. And, some duct tape, maybe a little bit of Bondo because I was feeling fancy.
Great.
There are some holes in the floorboards in the cab that are kind of being patched over, like with spare empty cups from Rita's custard. So, and yeah, it's a piece of work, but it gets me where I need to go. And and there are a few of the cousins in the back already, and as Mr. brings up the sacrifice offering to me, I'm gonna thump one of my legs on the side of the bed, say, hey, we're here, get out.
The twins hop out of the back of your cab and they go, hey, who are you A-ing? Listen, we've been here long haul. You wouldn't let either of us drive, so I'm not really sure who you're haying here, okay? We've been sitting back here guarding the cargo like you told us to. So I'm not really sure who you think you're talking to there, cuz. I say it with love, though.
I'm talking to the himbos with the cheese dust on their claws. That's what. I brought those Utz cheese balls for Granny, and I told you not to get into them.
Cheese balls in the backseat have always been fair game. All right. I don't know who made those rules. I don't know who made those rules at all. But my crusty claws are nobody's business but mine. So
get out and go get those cheese balls to Granny. She's been waiting on them, okay?
Sure, whatever, Senior will probably get into them too. He and Granny are really getting into it these days, Granny and all her broken legs and all.
Oh, yeah, that's a shame.
Right.
All right, you got your assignments, go.
The twins will like hop out, both coming out of the same side of the cab, even though I'm just gonna assume that one of the back cab doors doesn't work and like it's like permanently like glued shut. That seems like the vibe I'm getting from this truck. Perfect. So good. Great. All right, well, everybody's been introduced to their like connection. I think, did I do okay? Cool. I'm dying inside. I'm so happy. All right. The meal. We finally arrived at the meal. Combo, you will be pleased to report that as you go to set the spaghetti, the lovely salad that you have made. I love the fact that we're going with like the Midwest salad vibe, like anything's a salad as long as it has like, what is it, marshmallow fluff in it? Does your spaghetti salad have marshmallow fluff
It's mayonnaise.
in it by
It's
chance?
mayonnaise.
It's mayo. Oh,
Yes.
I'm thinking of dessert salads. Aren't
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
The
okay.
marshmallow fluff goes in dessert salad.
Does it have mayo in
Don't
it?
put mayonnaise in your dessert salad, and don't put marshmallow fluff in your anything salad.
I'm learning so much. Does your spaghetti salad have mayo in it combo?
Oh yeah, it's got mayo, it's got peppers, onions, it's got the shebangs, tomatoes, and just a hint of vinegar.
Great. As you place it down.
Shelly's just eating up the salad, but then actually really dislikes tomatoes, so she starts flinging tomatoes at random cousins using her spoon as a catapult because she's that cousin. She's just really obnoxious about it.
I'm gonna go ahead and lead off with a no fucking way. Here,
Ooh.
Aaron, and I'll tell you why. I'm gonna say that Michelle accidentally hits Gordon Clamsy in the back of the head, not a cousin. All right, so we're gonna do a roll off. Do you have any traits that could help you here?
Can I make an argument to include keener as that she's keen to hit her cousins and not, a famous celebrity chef? Keen not to hit that guy, maybe. Okay. So I add an extra D8? Can I?
So you roll 3 total.
Do
my
I
2.
want to use the inspo now? No, it'll be really funny if I fail, but also I really don't want to fail. Let's go.
The fun thing about inspo is you're allowed to roll, as long as you tell me how many trait and regular dice you're rolling together, you can choose after I give you my total to use your inspo die. So you don't have to use it without knowing what I get. I got a 13 out of 16.
Oh, do I add them up total?
So you're gonna take your 2 highest of the ones that you're rolling, of your regular ones, and then if you have inspo, add that.
Did you say 13?
13.
I rolled a 14.
Shut up!
I rolled an 8 and a 6. Yeah.
Amazing. Great. You see, as just in the nick of time, Jordan Clamsy, who is waltzing over to inspect the state of this so-called salad that has brought into his fine establishment that is filled with smoke and smog. He kind of like leans down to take a whiff at just the right moment as a strategically placed tomato hits Chowder like right in the back of I'm gonna say the thigh, but like on that part of whatever his closest leg would be. You see, he turns around, and in his hands, he has 2 fistfuls of mashed potatoes. And I'm gonna say one of them goes in his mouth, but the other one is rearing up to hit you. What do you do?
No! Wait, is that headed in Shelly's direction?
It's about to be.
Can
yes.
I do no fucking way?
You can know. Anybody can know fucking way at any point.
Can we do
No
like
fucking way. That's not happening.
Okay, you know what?
Combo's gonna shout at Shelly and say, "Duck!" And he's gonna use his tactics to try and lead her to try and guide her away from the marshmallow. I'm stuck on marshmallow fluff. Mashed potato disaster.
Perfect. So you're using 2 traits.
Yes.
So roll 4 dice and add the highest 2 for me. I get to roll 2. Alex, that's a 6.
I rolled an
beat a
8.
6.
I rolled an 8 and a 7, so 15.
15. Excellent.
So Combo warns Shelly on time then. That's how that works.
Yes.
So Shelly just goes, "Oh my god," and then ducks under the table, laughing the entire time. She's laughing so hard she's rolling under the table, basically.
We have fun here.
Great. Okay, so Gordon Clamsy, having taken a whiff of your spaghetti salad combo, he very slowly like lifts himself up from the table, one claw like right on the edge of this plastic like fold out. It's kind of like a picnic table situation that you see in the basement of a church during like a wedding reception, right? You guys can only the best for the bacon cheeseburger family. And he looks up. Listen, he's gonna look up and go, "Oi, Claudia, you got the stuff?"
You know it.
Do you present him with Old Bay?
Yes. A fresh can never opened.
Oh, fresh can. No, that's great. That's great. That's good. Go ahead, do your worst. And he'll let you take the reins, but like he's starting to sweat. Like
So with great ceremony, I will lift up the can and I will pop open because there are 2 tabs on the top of a can of Old Bay, or maybe 3. I don't know. I've had a couple beverages and I can't really remember. But there's one that's like big enough for a spoon, but I'm going to leave that one closed because this isn't that kind of party just yet. I'm going to open up the one that has like the sprinkle holes in it, and I'm just going to approach the salad. And I'm just going to offer up a quick prayer to the crab goddess, guide my claws, and then sprinkle, because Old Bay makes everything better.
That's what I'm saying. He looks at you, looks at the salad, and just gives you like a solemn nod before backing away and resuming his duties on the grill.
Of course,
All
Chef.
right.
Thank you, Chef. I didn't even think about the Old Bay, Chef. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, Chef.
That's how you fucking do it.
Combo, Gordon Clamsy turns around and you see like Mr. Krabs style, like the hoods of his eyes are down like almost completely over his pupils. And he just like he gives you like clearly like an up and down of judgment before turning around again and then resuming his position on the grill. But you have never felt more judged with this recipe in your entire life. And I know this is your signature, buddy.
Been making it for a decade and haven't gotten this guy. Everyone loves it. I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna pat Combo with a sympathetic claw. Gonna pat him on the carapace and say, you know what? You can't master cookery overnight. It takes years.
You're right.
You hear from under the table.
Stop.
Hey, I love your salad. I just don't like tomatoes. and then she rolls back out from underneath the table.
Well, maybe next time I'll make a tomato-free version, but next time I'll definitely add Old Bay to both versions.
Christy Shaw, observing the Gordon Clamsy stare down, saunters over to Gordon, pops open a Kriller Light, and takes a swig.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
A Kriller Light.
A Kriller Light.
Kriller Light, yeah. Yes, that is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, why don't you take it easy on the kid before I get crabby?
Oh no! That's a fight. There's about to get a fight.
Aaron. He turns around, but before he can say anything, Senior Bacon Cheeseburger will kind of creep up behind you and using a cane, kind of not like push you to the side to dismiss you, but kind of in a very like protective way, almost as if like somebody, if you're in the front seat of a car and somebody puts their arm over you when they're braking suddenly, kind of like that. Listen, it's not a big deal, you know. Hey Chris, you know, maybe it'd be a little better to the help. And you see as Gordon kind of looks ashamed for a second, and will very quickly start like rummaging around for some sort of something to flip these like vegetarian burgers, these bean burgers that are on the grill. And he will not engage with you. It looks like, honestly, it looks like you won. Like
Excellent.
for the first time in a while, like your experiences precede you. That near-death experience, you are now a more hardened crab than you were before, and that little extra oomph from Senior really solidifies that. And Gordon Clamsy recognizes your strength and your power, you know? Amazing. Wow. Okay. I will say this. What else is going on right now? You guys haven't noticed, but it's been a minute. Your trucks, since you are all out of them, since you were all hanging out kind of in the general family area with all of these fold out chairs and fold out tables of various shades of white, some more off color than others. They've been in a basement a little bit too long. Some stained with kind of the orangey brown of having a liquid meet some Old Bay that happened to be sitting on a table, and now it has stained. There are several crabs, all dressed in black, and a lot of them have like spurs on their ankles, and some of them have cowboy hats, some of them have trucker hats, some of them have masks on, like the Princess Bride Wesley style, over their eyes, so like you can't tell who they are. And they are beginning to load your trucks, all of them, with various boxes of different shapes, of different sizes. Some of them are leaking, some of them are completely dry. I will say anybody who wants to try to like notice this first can roll for it. Otherwise, what is everybody doing?
I'm just like, wait a minute, no fucking way. I would like to try to roll to notice it, just because do people even know where to put stuff in a mech like that? I'm just like, I feel like, don't touch my mech without my permission.
Do you have anything? Do you have anything like to notice?
Yeah, I mean,
Let's see.
I don't know.
I'm gonna let you use your pilot for this one, because like you know how your mech works better than anybody else. So go ahead, roll 3, and then keep
12.
the best 2.
I rolled a 12.
Cool. I rolled an 11. So I don't know how this keeps happening to the two of us, but that's great. Awesome. Yeah, so you definitely notice. Shelly, they are absolutely putting some of these boxes in the wrong place in your mech. Honestly,
No!
It might be interfering with your built-in beer hat.
Not the beer hat.
No! The cargo goes in the back end! And she runs tiny little crab legs over, like, what are you putting in the cockpit? And she looks in at where, you know, all of the boxes are, you know, they're neatly stacked, but that's where she's supposed to be driving. And, you know, the beer can helmet thing is, you know, it's messing with the connections. And she looks at all of the people loading the trucks and she says, what's going on here?
You see Chowder comes barreling out of the party, kind of like by himself, to come and take up by your side, completely dwarfing you in the process. And honestly, none of these other crabs are as big as he is. So he kind of goes, hey, listen, I'm just curious. What are y'all doing? Because, this little one worked very hard on this project. Sorry, I don't mean to call you little one. It's just because you're small. It's not because I think you're lesser than me. And
I think she was initially upset, but she's like, it's okay, it's totally fine because it's you. You are really big, but I think Chowder knows that normally she gets really mad about it if it's literally anyone else. But because it's Chowder, she's like cool with it. And she
right. No, I totally get it. My apologies won't happen again.
Fine,
It's been a while. Real quick though.
And she just starts gesturing angrily at the cargo.
Right. And unfortunately, Lil Cuz, I'm not sure that your cargo hold is quite big enough. We do need all of Yins to go ahead and carry as much of this as you possibly can. So I do have an idea. Let me know what you think. And from behind him, you couldn't see it before, but tied to a large rope is an extra large Red Rider, like a bigger version of what you used to ride in, the wagon. And he will tie it kind of to a back hook on your mech. Just drive safe with this. It's kind of jerry rigged on there, but you should be okay. Just don't drive intoxicated, or I guess if you do, put it on autopilot. All right.
Okay. I mean, I could make some adjustments to make it sturdier, and it'll be good. We'll make sure that the cargo gets where it needs to go. The cargo hold in the back end only fits like 5 boxes tops. That's barely the surface of the cargo. So, I mean, this will be real helpful, cuz. Thanks. You're the best. And she kind of like walks over to one of his giant claws and just hugs it.
While you're doing that, he'll return the hug and he'll kind of gesture to the folks that are putting stuff in your cargo hold. It's a direct likeness of me. Don't you see these butt cheeks? Can't you just put them in the thing that looks like the butt cheeks on the mech? Is it really that hard? Come on now. You know what a back end looks like, don't you? And he goes, just to make sure. And he'll like do a little like 180 and turn back around because like it's not just make them match these, right? They're attached to this mug. You can't really forget it.
When Chowder does the turn to show his back end, Shelly is hanging on to the claw like it's a ride, and it's really fun. It's something she's done as a kid, and it's the first time in a while she's done it. But when he turns, she launches herself off the giant claw and lands and tumbles into the grass and just says, "Thanks, cuz. I feel so much better."
As they finish up loading everything into the trucks, does anybody else have anything they would like to do? Do you need to like inspect?
I'd like to inspect it. I'd like to inspect it because you know what? My truck might be a piece of shit, but it's my piece of shit. And I need to make sure that they've put everything in there right, because it'll throw off the balance if they don't. And there'll be a really weird rattle, and it might cause some things to come unstuck that shouldn't be. So I'm going to inspect the load.
You're going to inspect the load? I'm going to say no fucking way you don't, because your cousins in the back have made an absolute crime scene with cheese dust. And I'm going to say that it just so happens the folks that are assigned to loading your truck are allergic to cheese dust, so they can't go anywhere near it. So we're going to go ahead and roll off. So if you have anything to inspect, these like your truck or anything, I'll argue against that. But I'm just rolling 2. How many are you rolling?
I'm gonna roll angry is one of my traits.
Perfect. Roll 3, keep 2. I rolled another 11.
Oh shit. Thank you, Crab Goddess. I got a 13.
Amazing. So good. You see kind of in the distance, the twins are looking a little bit more sheepish than usual.
That's a strange look for crabs, but I'll go with it.
I'm so glad that I'm having to allow things in chat because chat deems them unnecessary. I'm also terrified to look at our captions. Can I just tell everyone that right now?
Where's the grandma?
I'm so scared. So scared. All right. And with that, would any I will say Claudia, here's what you notice. All of the boxes that are in the back of your vehicle. I'm not going to call it a truck because I'm not sure it's legally a truck anymore.
No.
It's a land vehicle. Your land vehicle has lots of boxes in the back. You got a lot of the soggy ones, unfortunately, because the folks thought that you didn't really have much to lose in the back end of the truck department. So I'm so sorry about that. Feel free to put down a tarp if you'd like.
Rude. That's fucking rude.
They kind of all look at you like they definitely have something to hide, the folks that are loading your truck. But the boxes themselves all have the stamp of the Crab Goddess on them. So you would know. What is this?
All hail the Crab Goddess, obviously.
How we give thanks to the Crab Goddess.
Wow. Well, evidently my cast came up with that without me. So thank you. It was Ark, it was your dog, wasn't it?
It was Alex. It was 100%.
Thank
It
you.
might
I
have
love that
been.
we all did it like almost simultaneously. I missed
Okay.
it. I got distracted, but yeah, it's so good.
I feel like it needs to be said that we are not members of the Illuminati because I feel like this means something else.
No, it's more triangular.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
is
guy did crab.
this is
Yeah.
the Crab Claus.
there's 2 C's.
The
I
only
get
way
it.
to,
Like
the only way to
like
join the
art.
Illuminati is to be accused of being in the Illuminati.
True.
Legally distinct Illuminati.
So good.
And you know, even though this is a bunch of soggy, nasty ass mess in the back of my truck, you know, having done seasons down on the bay, I've seen worse. And if this is the Crab Goddess's will, then I'll go for it. I'll hail the Crab Goddess. Sprinkle some Old Bay. We're good.
Sorry,
Onto
every
the
time
boxes?
someone says "All hail the Crab Goddess," it's my instinct to do it now. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Pince on Earth, goodwill towards crustacean. I can't.
Listen, chat today, you take GM inspo, please. Amazing. I'm gonna say that, like, for those of you that are watching right now, if more than 2 of you at any given time are like available to put a crab emoji in chat or something, or like a truck or something, I will give an extra GM inspo to the group. If you guys wanna do that. So perfect. I'm gonna say this about the boxes. You would all have the knowledge that anything with the Crab Goddess stamp of approval, the only reason it's on there is so that it is known that these boxes, no matter the state of them, no matter the contents of them, they are approved for transit. Meaning that you know you are not supposed to open them because they are supposed to be in the same condition upon upon delivery as they were on when you received them into your truck. Okay, makes sense. You can go against that. Crabs have tried. I won't tell you what happens if you do. Great. So, moving on. That brings us to the family meeting. You guys have all begun to get all of your food together. I'll say this combo, your spaghetti salad is the first thing to go. Not the corn, not the burgers, not the burger buns. That salad, like, I will say Granny is like scraping the bottom of the bowl with one of her cut off appendages, little soft on the end, still like growing in a bit, and just enjoying the leftover mayonnaise or butter or whatever is pooled. A little mayo, butter, Old Bay sauce, if you will, just in the bottom of this bowl, delightful, seasoning themselves from the inside out. That's what this family's all about.
Combo looks towards Claudia and gives a nod, a tip of the old eye stalks, in thanking Claudia for helping him.
I will give him a salute with one of my front legs. You're welcome.
Amazing. All right. And with that, you see both Chowder and Cousin Penny kind of get up in the bed of one of their trucks. I'm going to say it's Chowder's, and Chowder drives a modded monster truck with a bed.
Yeah!
So you see, they have essentially made themselves a stage of sorts. But still, whenever Chowder gets in the back, the bed does like dip and shake a little bit with the weight of him. And Penny goes, thank you all so much for coming. It's really been so hard, to accept that Junior might not be coming back. All of you that have traveled so far to be here today, especially with Gordon on the grill. Gordon Clamsy, thank you so much for coming to support our family in this tough time. Krabby Flay, I will say your work could be a little bit better, but that's a conversation we could have another day. Guy Sierra did have to leave stomach bug. So if anyone else feels as if they have caught that, please let Granny know. She has a tincture for that. Anne?
Sorry.
No, that was... I am just a ball of giggles today. It's great. Totally on me. Penny taking a trip to Flavortown, Aaron? Really?
Flavortown, like lavatory.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Oh my god.
Great. I would just like to say, unfortunately, yes, Ryu. Unfortunately, Junior never made it to the end of the line. So if, thank you so much, Combo and Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Your mech looks amazing, by the way. And Chris and Winnie Pig, my cousin. Hi. Hi. Haven't gotten a chance to see you again. Yeah, and last but not least, Claudia. You guys really came through for us in our time of need. And I want to thank you for volunteering. Wait, Chowder, did you tell them that they were volunteering? And Chowder kind of looks like, and kind of like looking up out of the top of his eye stalks, like for approval from you guys, before Penny continues. Well, you guys are going to be, taking the cargo. It is kind of a pressing matter. I'm sure you can tell some of the boxes are a little damp, a little soggy, a little moist, if you will. So if you could just go ahead and, get on that. We'll be waiting for you when you return. But until then, everybody drive safe.
Not to be a kingler, but But volunteering usually implies that we offered. But I'm not saying that we won't do it. We love Junior, and praise be to the crab goddess for his life and time on this here planet. But we'll do it. It's just volunteering is a strong word in this scenario.
I am so sorry. I was under the impression that Chowder invited you all with the caveat that you all knew that you would be taking up the flag, as it were, and she pulls a flag with like the Old Bay symbol on it with a crab goddess, right, like as the O in Old Bay.
You see Shelly just like look up at her cousin with this like kind of like Blair-ish sort of situation, like really, like she was so excited to see her cousin. She thought she was just invited because he wanted her there. And she feels, she's like, there was an ulterior motive, and she feels kind of like...
Chowder immediately takes over. Listen, Penny, it's not that you weren't doing a bang up job, really put your whole shell into that thing. Let me tell you what. But I would just like to say thank you all for coming. Again, this is very much a family affair, and if anybody else was available to do this task, we would have already done so, but you all have a very specific set of skills, and not to mention, your trucks all look so good driving next to each other that we just thought maybe, this could be the photo with all you guys like getting ready to go on your trip, maybe like the picture on this year's family Christmas card. If anybody was, up for that.
I mean, I love being on a good old family Christmas card, that's for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're alike in that way, Combo. We look better on paper than in person. Am I right? Am I right?
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
Yeah, so Michelle's posture relaxes, and she immediately, when Cousin Chowder starts speaking, feels like her face is still serious because it's an emergency and everything, but like, she's less upset about what Penny said. So she's like, she's fine. It's like, Cousin Chowder can do no wrong. And I think she also really doesn't like Penny. It's like, I decided that just now.
It's well known that Penny really likes just about everyone who will give her attention, but isn't well liked herself. That's just something like the family knows. So that's fine. That's great.
She's a butter hog, and we hate a butter hog.
She has some redeeming qualities.
And that's funny coming from the cousin who almost dated her.
All right, well, I did not know at the time.
Thankfully, you ran into a mutual cousin at the restaurant. Let me tell you what. That knew you both separately and was just like, "Hey, gang, might want to leave."
That was like a under her breath comment to like Bacon, who's nearby. It wasn't like in front of a microphone sort of situation.
This is a delight for me. You see Penny will take out a map and hand it, kind of nudging Chowder with his super long legs to kind of hand it down to you, Claudia, I'll say, just because your truck is kind of parked in front. So like you'll be leading the charge when you guys leave. If you would like to give the map to somebody else to navigate, you can absolutely do that. But the map is pretty much a straight line to begin with. You start with, the family compound. And then as you get down, there's a couple of stray like gas stations along the way for you guys to refill. And then towards the end, there is a just giant box that's circled and highlighted, and there's Old Bay stuck in the highlighter. And it says billboard just right in the center. And you guys would know on your invitations to come to this barbecue, Junior, the end of the line for Junior was this very large billboard that is very well known in town for displaying not so great images of crabs without clothes on, because the person who owns the billboard doesn't really, they don't have any boundaries when it comes to what they post. So it is a pretty consistent fight between your family and the person who owns and is allowing the sale of these billboard. I don't want to say the sticker, but like the picture that you put on the billboard, just in an attempt to keep it at Old Bay, if you will. So yeah, you guys all know that billboard well, and you know that's the last place that anybody saw Junior, and his truck was conveniently parked like right below it. There's like a ladder to get up onto the billboard itself. It's on a giant pole, but his truck has since been hauled back home. It's kind of sitting over in the shed, but you guys know exactly where you're going, even without the map. But I will say, the map is strange in that like half of it's missing, but not the half you need, thankfully. So that doesn't matter. But Senior looks awful suspicious. So
I'm gonna take the map with a nod. All right, it's like, and I will turn to face the rest of the crabs, the assembled group, and I will lift up the map in one claw and my ceremonial can of Old Bay in the other. Is like, all right, we've got our instructions. Let's fucking go! Cousins, I need y'all to get up in the cab so one of y'all can hold the map and the other of you can read it, because I gotta have my eyes focused.
do crab eyes, can you like an owl, like not like an owl does, but like look one way with one and another way with the other?
Swivel?
I don't know enough about crabs.
Yes, you can, but you know, I trained over my entire life driving on the Beltway, and even though you can do it solo, it's better if you have a co-pilot, because there's so much going on at once. And you know, these good-for-nothing cousins, they gotta pay their way somehow.
Right. The twins.
Yes.
Wait. You mean those two? And she points at the twins with their cheese dust covered claws. You want them to touch the map?
Yes, I trust them. They're a couple of assholes, but their heart's in the right place.
Well, they are family.
Okay. She just like shrugs. It's the cheese dust. Just like, okay.
Great.
I got some of the cargo, but my cargo hold is not going to fit more than like 5 of the boxes. So
that's all right. You got the wagon, don't you?
I do have the wagon. That adds another 5, but we got a lot of cargo, so the rest of you gonna have to compensate for that.
Yeah, you know, I will say we had the most success with stuffing the undescript van. That thing has so much room in it for activities. I was shocked. I was beside myself.
Yeah. Mm.
And
it's rather spacious once you get back there.
And Winnie, you do has a lot of hauling power too. I've got some ropes in like the tackle box in the back end of my truck. So, and my truck passed its safety inspection 10 years ago, so we're good. And
I mean,
yeah.
I'm good at like making sure everything runs real good, so you know, I I can do like repairs on the road and stuff. I can make things go fast. and she gets kind of this like almost I wouldn't call it an evil grin, but it's definitely like up to no good sort of grin. Like, you go so much faster.
Well, my time spent as college captain, the college football team, go Knights, really taught me how to inspire others and lead them to victory. Also taught me the best way to get what we want. Now, I mean, if you want me to take that map, I could find some good paths that'll get us there maybe a bit faster. Maybe skip a few gas stations and find just where we can find the right price too.
No. The quickest path between 2 points is a straight line. We all know that.
Well, there might be a straighter line, is what I'm saying.
Listen, I'm the driver here. I know this.
All right, Claudia. All right, Claudia. You did help me out with that old bait situation, so know what you're talking about. I know you know what you're talking about.
The crab goddess is with me. I know what I'm talking about.
Praise be her name.
And her eye stalks.
Claudia and Combo, you guys see kind of in the middle of the sea of family members that are all still like finishing up their meals. Ford, short for Built Ford Tough, of course, is sitting and like glaring at you guys holding the map like there could be a straighter line. Clearly he drew the line. And he's like, Are you guys implying that I don't know how to draw a straight line? Like, super just like quiet and ominous.
No.
We know that you got top marks in cartography class.
I did.
I'm just saying there might be, straighter lines that were made in the time before you drew your line. Where maybe the line you drew was at once the straightest point, and it is straight, but now they have found an even straighter point that's just a bit faster.
You know what? Since we're saying straight and point so much, I think you've made your point that I am not straight, so that is an absolute valid argument. Unfortunately, my boyfriend could not make it here today, but he does send his regards. I'm very pleased that you two are fighting over the map. Honestly, that makes me feel damn good. So, I would say an easy solution to this problem. Senior and I already halved it once. I'm sure having it again probably wouldn't be that big of a deal. One of you takes one half of the journey, the other one takes the other half of the journey. Maps work best in pieces, I've heard.
Well, you're the one who went to cartography class, so you would know.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't mind, giving a few pointers here and there. If I'm asked, you can keep the map. It's no big deal.
Are you sure? Because I can come rip it if you would.
It seems like you really just want to rip the map.
You caught me, Combo. I won't lie to you.
Well, I appreciate that about you.
Ripping the map the first time was the highlight of my year last year, and I just really haven't accomplished anything since then. And with Junior being gone, and you see this crab is like breaking down, and Penny leaps off of the back of the monster truck bed to come and console him. And with that, what are you guys doing? Are you all headed over to the truck? Are you cleaning up after yourselves? Are you giving Gordon Clamsy a side eye? What's happening? Did we determine that Claudia is taking the map?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to shout out loudly. Hey, you two, come on. We got jobs to do.
You do,
and round up the twins.
The twins will begrudgingly trudge up to your truck and kind of like stuff themselves in the back amongst the soggy boxes.
No. One of y'all needs to get up here in the front so that you can read the map for me.
But how are we supposed to hold hands if one of us is in the front, one of us is in the back? We don't have seatbelts back there.
You're just gonna have to get all cozy like.
If you would just install some safety maneuvers, we wouldn't be having this conversation. We told you this last year, Claudia. I don't understand what's so hard about this.
Well, if you aren't gonna come up here and help me with the map, then I take no responsibility for what might happen to me up here by myself. You know that.
Fine. Is it all right? Is it okay if we go ahead and, maybe just borrow for a moment the cool hat that Shelly has? I think I would be able to hold a hat much better with a beer hat on. So if that's not too much trouble, I suppose I can sit in the front seat.
And I will pass on this request to Shelly. Shelly, one of my cousins would like to use your beer hat. Is that too much? Is that too much to ask? May we do that? It's a fine piece of engineering.
Well, if you can make me one on the fly, even better. I don't want to mix in DNA and all that,
Well, so the beer hat that's attached to her mech it's supposed to be so that when the mech drinks beer, it all just goes to Shelly.
Oh.
She gets drunk off of the mech drinking beer, because that was her one of her personal design principles. So she probably has some spare parts that she keeps, and she pulls one out and just tosses it over to the. She actually takes two of them, so each of the twins has one, so they don't fight over it. As an older sibling to twin boys in real life, it's a real thing. So she just.
And I learn more about you every day. I love it. Thanks.
She takes both helmets and just says, "Here you go. Have fun with that. The beer doesn't come with it though, because I don't carry that." Shelly, for reference, she's just old enough to drink.
Right.
She doesn't, so she doesn't have any alcohol on her.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Still got some cases of Natty Boh tucked back in the back there.
Yeah, we do.
Because we do like to live pleasantly.
Yep, they're nice and warm, just how we like them.
You want one, or does your truck need anything? And I don't know, some knobs.
I don't know if anybody told you, but this truck has been self-sufficient for about 20 years now. All right, it tells us what it needs when it needs it. Claudia takes great care of it the rest of the time.
Yeah.
It's
I just want the truck to have 20 more years. You know what I'm saying? Like, Claude, if you need anything.
I'll let you know. Thank you.
And she after handing over the helmet, she moves on, and she's getting her mech ready. She is making sure that the wagon that Cousin Chowder gifted her is attached to one of the back paws, hitched like a trailer.
Okay. I'll say you are you are inept enough that you were kind of able to put a redaction system on it, so where you can control how much rope is allowed out of the back of your mech. There's you can spin it all together into a twine reel, or you can let it go and it can be super far behind you. You've done this before.
She's keeping the cargo close. She's setting it up. Everything's great. And that is how she's preparing. She's also asking around if any of the other cousins, she's checking in with Chris, hey, does your van need anything, bud? And
don't worry about it, kid. I come fully stocked already.
Cool. If you need anything, You want the thing to go faster? If you break something on the road, just hit me up. I got NOS.
This old van runs on piss and vinegar, just like me.
I mean,
And with
I'm
that,
sure if we add NOS to that, it'll be great. And then she walks off.
who wants to go on a 10-minute break?
You get to use some time to recover.
Are you gonna end with this? Anybody else when we come back? Ark and Alex, if you guys have anything you'd like to do, we'll do it when we come back. But yeah, everybody go take a 10-minute break. Eat eat something with Old Bay on it if you really want to get into character yourselves. Use the facilities, take your medication, and a deep breath. For me, if you aren't taking one for yourself. So we'll see you guys in 10 minutes. That's like 20 till. So we'll be back soon. Oh, wait.
Oh.
I've got
crabs truck these worlds. Channel takeover for today, I guess. We have so far determined that Junior Bacon Cheeseburger's disappearance means that this Molt-ly crew must take up the Old Bay crab goddess merger flag back to where they found Junior's old truck. And we're taking a lot of soggy boxes, not particularly suspicious whatsoever. I will ask, because where we left off, everybody had a chance to check their trucks. Yes, Angela, you're welcome. Except for Combo and Winnie. Do you guys need to do anything to beef your rides before we head out?
Combo's gonna take a look around the rig, make sure everything's good, nice and tidy. And then he's going to check, is any of his cargo specifically wet?
Yes.
Okay. He's not too perturbed by that. He's just going to go to a snack bin and get out a bag of popcorn and some Old Bay and just shake it out.
Is it stuck?
It sure is. I gotta squeeze it, but then so much more comes out when you squeeze it. So I hope this is still edible. He's just gonna snack. Pretty good.
Well, Alex, thank you so much for your continued support and commitment to the bit, as it were.
Always.
Ark, what about you, buddy?
Oh yeah. So my ride's built for timber hauling, so I really have to pull down all the straps holding these boxes in. So hope they're not fragile listed on them at all. Probably also just flick a bottle cap off a Molson, put a little koozie on it, get ready for the long haul.
A koozie. Yeah.
A koozie. Okay. You gotta keep it cold.
You see that Big has put an IOU post-it on the back of your cab, and you kind of see in the distance the shed that he was mentioning does have your timber like up against it. So he didn't necessarily take it. He just wants you to know, like,
oh, that's just like my recreational timber. I wasn't hauling that for a job. I just chop wood sometimes, my own backyard.
Your recreational timber.
Yeah. What do you guys do for fun?
Well, I like to go and toss the old pigskin. But I mean, I can't run like I used to, but I sure can throw. They called me the Rocket back in the day.
Rocket?
The Rocket, because of a big old arm, like a launcher. Just boom. You got an arm like this, you're going to get a nickname involving some sort of explosive.
The rocket crab, yeah.
Yeah.
The Canadian Football League is actually just as good as American football if you just give it a chance. It's faster paced.
Oh, well, I'll have to watch some games. He's not going to watch any.
That's okay, I don't either. More into hockey.
Now that's a sport. taking off your gloves and just bare knuckle crab brawling.
Yeah, well, on 8 skates, just balancing alone, truly a feat.
A lot of core engagement right there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm great. I'm great.
You betcha.
As you guys are all booting up the old comm radios, as truckers who are all part of one family do, there's a couple of songs that come on. Life is a Highway by Rascal Flatts, completely unedited. But then we also have Rocket Clam by Elton Klon that starts playing. So you guys can keep those on, or if you have another song that you'd prefer to listen to, feel free to share.
I would like to share a quick word with Senior before we go.
Oh, absolutely.
Excellent. Old man, I just want you to know, I'm going to find Junior come shell or high water.
I would expect nothing less of my favorite cousin.
I think I killed Alex.
That's in chat. We lost another one.
That was good. That got me.
It is my greatest pleasure to see when someone else just beefs it because they can't handle what's going.
It was good.
The Old Bay did it. The Old Bay popped him a new
Alex
one.
is drunk on Old Bay.
Well, this Old Bay seasoning gone straight to my head, through my nostrils, into my brain.
Right. Amazing. Oh, great. My partner's watching now. I'm not any more scared. Hello, Michael. All right. So moving on. Yeah, Life is a Highway, and I don't know what I said. Rocket Clam and Rocket Clam are both playing. Great. So, first stop on the map is a gas station, so you guys can all refill. It is called Cotton Eye Clothes. It is also a merch store for the bacon cheeseburger family. So if you guys, would like a t-shirt as a memento for this completely voluntary, not voluntold-y trip that you are taking.
No fucking way. We're not leaving without a memento. Combo's gonna go in and buy matching It's On the Clamly shirts.
Wow!
for each and everyone, for everyone here. Like, all right, everyone, I got something to show a little bit of team unification spirit here. Picked out, got multiple shirts. They didn't have one, Michelle, I'm sorry, for someone of your stature, but they did have one that fits your mech perfectly. So, I got that for you.
Man, it's so hard to find something small enough.
I'm sorry. I could have
too real. Too real. Oh God. But Michelle dresses up the mech in the matching shirt very proudly, and then takes a selfie in front of it to send to Cousin Chowder.
Oh.
The caption says, "Check this out. Love you, cuz. Send."
That's going on the Christmas card.
Yeah.
Chris begrudgingly puts it on and then looks down the long highway. We know where you came from, Junior, but where did you go?
Chris, just while I have you for a moment, I did want to thank you for standing up for me back at that. Yeah.
No problem, kid. You got real moxie.
Coming from you, that's one hell of a compliment. I really do appreciate it. All right. Well, we got these packages delivered. Does anyone need anything else while we're here?
Well, while we're all, fueling up and getting our souvenirs, I'm gonna send one of the twins, one of them, in because two of them would be chaos to get some Slim Jims.
Good.
Because I need some more snacks.
You mean some swim gyms?
Swim Jims?
Yeah. And
I know what I'm doing.
And some goldfish crackers while we're at it.
Some goldfish crabkers and some swim gyms. Got it.
And while they're working on that, I'm going to make sure I've got, like the flags that people put on their trucks. I've just got the Maryland flags. up on the front. I only bring them out for special ceremonious occasions, and this is it. So,
Claudia?
I
I would definitely consider this a ceremonious occasion. I have a genuine question for you.
okay.
Does your truck have truck nuts?
No, it does not. Don't insult me.
Just
I-
curious.
I have some class, you know. I'm not one of those people.
Yeah, that would be one of those people would be.
No, not Claudia, not at all.
No one look at
Think-
the back of Combo's truck.
Please and thank you. No
I
one look at
think
the
what-
undercarriage.
Just so
Yeah,
everybody knows, crab truck nuts are just two nuts, like nuts and bolts, like hanging like in an indescript place on your truck. Like they're not anything to be ashamed of. It's just
Legally distinct place on your truck.
just in case, you know, you have a hubcap fly off or something. You never know. It's for safety. Not everything fits in the tackle box.
Also, before we get going, I'm gonna reach into the back of the truck and I'm gonna pull out a sixer, a natty bow, and hand it to Shelly. Here, just in case your mech needs a little bit of extra get up and go.
There is a so the front claws both have something that like pulls out that is kind of like a cup holder for the mech. So when it's like walking, it can just like lean over and drink from like a straw or whatever. And so the one side has a cup that Shelly just opens the beer and pours into because it's like a mech size cup. And then the other side, she has somehow found like a bucket, a big enough size bucket, because the regular like Slurpees aren't big enough cup handle. So it's just one side is a beer, the other side is just like a Slurpee convenience store slushy Slurpee situation. And it's
big
like
gulp
a big
situation.
gulp. Yeah, like
Is that okay?
yeah, but like a mech size big gulp. So it's actually like 12 regular size big gulps.
So it's a
Into
big gulp,
huge
is
bucket.
what you're saying.
Big golf.
And she just preps this. She knows that she's gonna be like hopped up on sugar and booze anyway, but like so she has options now
Perfect.
for the mech to drink, but it's really just all going to her. She set this up real good for herself.
Winnie and Claudia, did you want your shirts? I already gave some to the twins, Claudia. But I mean, showing team spirit really helps boost the whole morale of a mission. So
Sure, I can do that. I can do that.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
thank you. I'm so sorry I didn't get you anything in return. Can I offer you a Timmy's in an apology?
Well, I mean, I guess. And Combo tries to get his big claw in there first. He's like, "This probably isn't gonna work." He switches to a smaller claw.
Winnie will definitely put it on over her flannel and then proceed to rip off all the sleeves.
I'm sure that you can repurpose those as like koozies for around cans, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it needs a little more insulation, especially up north. You're really keeping it from freezing more than keeping it cold, you know?
Right.
I didn't think about that.
Listen, may I offer you a Timmy's and an apology also killed me. So, great, perfect. All right. Everybody has a drink. Everybody has a shirt. Are you, Claudia, passing out the swim gyms and the crab curs?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Let it not be said that I lack hospitality.
I'd love to think that in this world, Winnie and Claudia just cancel each other out when it comes to...
Winnie is really the best of us, though. Really. Just,
If anything
Timmy's
happens
and
to Winnie, I will
apologies.
never forgive you.
Timmy's and apologies. That's Winnie. I love it so much.
Wow. All right. Well, everybody's ready to hit the road then. Yes?
Yeah, Combo, his hands are getting a bit clammy, so he's gonna take some seasoning and
Stop,
rub it together,
Alex.
so that way he can drive without his hands slipping.
Alex, no.
You are gonna you're gonna forget and touch your eyeballs at some point and hate life.
That's what I'm planning on. It's going to be hilarious.
The sacrifices that we make for the crab goddess.
Wow.
This was a bad decision.
I have been so nerfed as a GM with this cast. I am so happy. All right. Well, first stop, I don't know if you... It is crab lore in this world that as you continue along a map, you kind of check off your destinations because, why would you ever need to go to one place more than once? Like, you can just print a new map, or have like Ford make you a new map. So you can consider this a checklist if you would like. The second stop is just like a rest stop, like a truck stop in case anybody has to use the facilities. But that is the only other stop that is before the giant highlighted old bayed circled rectangle at the end of the line. So if you guys are all ready, you can all turn on your radios and head out. So I will say this. Somebody just roll me a D8. Just one.
Let's do it.
I rolled a 7.
A 7.
Yay.
As you guys all know, driving does come with hazards. You all had to get special licenses to drive. Basically, it was just a handshake deal in which you promised to drink at least one beer or enjoy one food with a little bit of Old Bay in it, at least like once a trip. To really stick to your roots as truckers. I hate to say this, but with a 7, Claudia, as you are driving, real like pedal to the metal, leading the charge, as it were, there happens to be an extra pointy bit of shell in the road that just so happens to catch one of your back tires. And all of you in the back of the convoy see as the back of the truck starts to waver a little bit and the soggy boxes begin to jiggle almost as the back of this bed of the truck seems like it is... Claudia is losing control.
No fucking way. No fucking way. I'm the driver. So
Okay.
Because I'm the driver, I'm also I'm also got quick claws on the wheel. I'm gonna use my agile trait as well. And I'm gonna look damn good doing it because I'm fabulous. Crabulous.
Great.
So,
Yeah, I will say 1, 2, 3. So you're rolling 5 dice and keeping the top 2?
yes.
Prayers to the crab goddess.
I will say keep the top 3 because we definitely had somebody with crab emojis in the chat. So you can use that free. You can use that free inspo.
Okay.
All right, let me roll here.
Okay.
Shelby, I am not gonna lie to you. I rolled a 3. I got a 1 and a 2.
I have a 19.
A 19. Okay. Great. Miraculously, you all watch as Claudia, the expert long-haul trucker that she is, swerves at the last moment to avoid this piece of shell in the road, and you all would know immediately to kind of assume the position on either side of it. There's nobody coming at you from the other way. This is totally safe. Not that that would stop you if it weren't. But you all happen
Shelly's mech has one claw like to support in the back end, and everybody's like going around to help out, but it's just like, oh, yeah, Claudia's got it.
Precisely.
Fine.
Precisely. All right. Someone else roll me a d8.
I'll do it. I rolled a 4.
A 4. Great. This is so funny that you rolled this, and you have no idea. All right. As you guys are driving,
Is there a moose in the middle of the road?
No, there's not a moose, Shelly. There is a giant hook that has descended from the sky that has accidentally clipped the bit of rope that is holding your wagon
No
and is
fucking way!
threatening to pick you up off the ground. Okay.
Can I dodge that with my?
What are you? What are
I
you
am going-
rolling?
I am going to use a pilot because I drive this. I am going to use keener because I'm very keen on not getting caught.
Yep. All right. So go ahead and roll
then-
for keep 2.
Okay. Oh, don't get caught, baby! Don't get caught. Oh no! Wait. Oh wait! I thought that was a 1. That is definitely a 7. Okay, cool. I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 15.
Can
I got
I
a 7 and
use?
an 8. This is the best I've
Can I-
rolled so far.
Can I use an inspiration?
You can use an inspo die if you would like. Yes.
Oh no!
Did you roll a
I
1?
rolled a, yeah, I rolled a 1, but
no.
I also
No.
okay. Wait, so do my other dice, like, do I take the third die that rolled highest? Like, how does that work? Or
We're gonna roll off. We're both gonna roll a d8.
okay,
So, let's see here. I'm gonna roll my physical 1 for this.
oh
That's a 5.
wait, that can't be a 9. I rolled a d8. That is a 6.
I love how this went from like 9 to that's still higher than 5. Like I just watched you go through the 5 stages of grief.
No, it was just confusion because it landed upside down.
Amazing.
The 5 stages of reef. Yes.
Shelly, you are so keen on being able to drive this well in your cousin Chowder's image that you manage to reel in the rope just enough to kind of like fake out the hook as it tries to scoop you up using this beautiful line that you've kind of given it to scoop you, like with one heavy thing on one end and one heavy thing on the other. It would have picked up perfectly. But unfortunately, it's going to have to try another day because you do get out of it. Perfect.
Where did that come from? Did it come up in like my super fancy monitor? Like
It's just a hook out of the sky. You have no
it
idea.
just came out of the sky?
Just came out of the sky.
Damn.
Yep. Sorry,
Praise-
this game is super camp.
Praise the god. Praise the god crap. The crap goddess. Sorry.
Yep. All right.
blessed be-
Driving sequence. I need one more D8.
I'll volunteer.
Oh, Aaron! Come on, Aaron. Give me a number, Aaron.
That's a 1.
A 1! Okay. This is my favorite one, I won't lie. All right. Who is in front at this point? Is your driver with the map still in front?
Yes.
Okay, Claudia, great. You notice right up ahead of you, probably like 100, 150 yards, like football field distance away, Combo, you would absolutely recognize this to the exact footage. There is an oil tanker on its side, completely spilled out all over the road. But the road has come to a T, And coming from one side, so you guys are on the straightaway oil tanker. Coming from one of the sides, you see a truck. If anybody would like to roll a d8 against me to see if you can see what is on the side of this truck, I will tell you.
Ark, rolling for the team.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh, I'm dropping it.
Ark hasn't rolled one yet.
Perfect. I rolled a 2, so you can
7.
I am rolling like absolute crap today. Great. All right. Well, Ark, my dear Winnie, on the side of this truck that is barreling towards you, you see Barry's batons. No problem, right? As you continue to read, it says fireworks that'll blow your clocks off.
Uh-oh.
So that was supposed to be a euphemism for socks off, but I'm realizing how clocks off sounds. I didn't sensitivity read myself, clearly. So yeah, there is a fireworks truck headed towards you guys. It will intercept the oil tanker before you guys get past it. So what is everybody doing?
I would like to get on. Wait, how far away is it? Is it far enough? Far enough that I can get on the radio and be like,
you have a minute, yeah.
Yeah, like small fry to the convoy. I can initiate rocket protocol and get us all over one at a time.
Small
You're
fry.
gonna launch your fellow truckers over the oil tanker? Is that what you're implying, Anne?
Not quite, but it sounds like that, doesn't it?
Okay.
Small fry. This is Old Bay. As much as I appreciate the consideration, we might want to save those for festivities upon returning home. Suggest alternative protocol. The maneuver.
This is shot color to Old Bay. The maneuver. Are you out of your shell? We haven't done the maneuver in ages. You think we're really practiced enough for the maneuver?
Well, it's a variation on the simple pincer technique, I think.
You know,
Isn't
I think you're right. I think this does call for the maneuver. And I know that each and every one of us has it in them to make this one hell of a drive. And I am going to try and inspire my team to drive faster.
I'm gonna say no fucking way, because I don't think any of you know what the maneuver is, including Claudia. So I'm gonna roll against your bluff, Alex.
Okay.
So if you would do me the favor of rolling me your d8s, I'm gonna roll my 2.
Do I still roll the inspire trait, or since you're saying...
So here's what's happening. Because there is a hazard, I am going to take away one of your dice due to consequence. So how many dice are you doing total?
I have inspire.
Yep.
The maneuver is a tactic. So I have tactics, and I have lead.
I would say you can roll 5 then. And are you using an inspo dice?
I sure can.
Okay.
I think I will.
Then you're still rolling 5.
Yeah.
So because we'll just take 1 away from 6. All right. I'm rolling my 2. So we'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
We're gonna pull through this team. Don't worry.
There's a chance if you roll enough 1s.
Pray to the crowd goddess. Pray.
praying?
One thought.
Stop losing your D8s, Alex.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So I have an 8, a 2, a 3, and then 1 fell out of the bowl, a 4, and then I get 1 more. That was a 7. So, so my two highest are 8 and 7.
Alex, I only got a 7 total. So even with just that one dice, you've got me beat. Everybody, you are instantly inspired. Would anybody like to share with me, the GM, exactly what the fuck the maneuver is? Does anybody know?
Actually, I have an idea what the maneuver could be.
Okay, all right.
I want to pitch this to the group because I think it would be funny. So when Michelle suggests lifting her team over, she part of the maneuver is her mech lifting itself with like rockets, claws on the jet fueled like rockets to like help pick up each truck in the convoy and lift it over. That's what she was suggesting. But the maneuver instead is just her launching herself over as part of the maneuver while everyone else does something different to like work around it.
Approved. Does anybody else have any?
I mean, that's her plan.
So the maneuver also involves a complicated series of quick pinpoint spins to bat other trucks and make them go faster. So I would believe it would be like Claudia bumping Combo into Chris, into Winnie, and just like the continued propelled motion of like being bumped and thrown forward just carries them all the way through. And then
Shelly's mech could like stop everyone from moving and making sure they're upright and straight again.
Like a brake, yeah,
and
like a braking mechanism after they get through the danger.
Yeah, so she propels herself to the other side first to make sure everyone else,
Great,
gets through it.
is this law? Does everybody agree?
Yes, and
Perfect.
I will have one of the twins turn on my Get Pumped mix on my truck stereo, and hold the transmitter of my radio up next to it so that everybody else can hear the Get Pumped mix.
Get lumped like jumbo clump, like lump crab meat. So get lumped.
I have a question.
I'm still standing by Elton John.
I do have a question. Is the overturned oil tanker unoccupied?
It is unoccupied.
Great. So as we're pulling off the maneuver, I'm going to take my crab claw and put a smooch on my picture of my deceased spouse and pull out. I'm always prepared as the custodian. I'm going to pull out a flare gun and detonate the oil tanker so we go through in a blaze of flame and while we finish the maneuver.
Oh my god! Okay, all right. Hear me out. Hey, Winnie. No, I'm gonna say no fucking way. But here's why. Here's why. I'm not saying that doesn't work, but I'm saying, hey, Winnie, there is a California redwood across the road. After you guys get through the fire, what are you gonna do? It's Tennessee, I know, but there's a California redwood. Would you believe it?
Hauling transport's always dangerous.
No, we gotta get the maneuver gets Winnie like over first so that Winnie can handle the wood. Because that's Winnie's thing. We gotta set it up so Winnie gets there first.
Do I have room to haul such a beautiful specimen with me?
I will say, if Michelle is willing to sacrifice a little bit of the rope that she was given by Chowder, you can absolutely hook this thing onto, like,
I probably have extra rope in my like tinkerer's supplies.
I will say yes.
I can make it work. And I think what will even happen is that if needed, Shelly's going to take some of the cargo that Winnie is handling and just like tie it up extra on the red wagon that Chowder gave her. So it's just like, here, I know trees are like your thing and it means a lot, and I'll help you, you know.
Okay.
You can take this one
So
home
we're-
as a souvenir.
We're doing two simultaneous checks then, right? So Winnie, I will say you can use your haul and your flannel dice against my no fucking way. So you're rolling 4 total. Keep the top 2. And Michelle, I will say you can use your upgrade here
Yeah.
if you want.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do 2 separate checks, so we'll go against both, and I'll tell you guys what the heck happens.
Can I also use piloting? Am I doing this in my mech?
I would
can do
argue
piloting. No. I also am keen to help Winnie take this big old tree home. So
I would argue that your mech is probably too stiff to be able to open its own ass to to grab stuff.
Okay,
from
that's
Winnie.
fair.
So like you have to put it on autopilot, so you're like not actually piloting it.
Can I use Keener though? Because I want to help Winnie. I'm very keen on helping Winnie. Okay, cool. I will
So you're both doing 4, keeping the highest 2. I have no chance. Okay. So
here we go. Who first?
Look, we're just making a little detour to get this specimen for my recreational lumber, and then we'll keep trucking. We'll haul ass.
Well, just put a little nos in everyone's engines, and we'll make up the time.
Right. Winnie, what'd you get?
8
total.
I might use inspiration here, but I was waiting to hear.
I only got a 9, so you could definitely
Cool.
use inspo.
I'm so inspired by this rare tree in the wrong climate.
Don't worry about it.
I would actually argue that because Cousin Combo did specifically use Inspire, that you could roll 2 dice here, and because you're gonna have to get rid of one of them because of the hazard. So yeah. And that same thing goes for you, Anne. Your number isn't actually changing. I just don't have to get rid of one because of the hazard. So all right, you succeed. And would you roll for Michelle?
I rolled a 12.
A 12? Great. You also beat me. I rolled a 10. Awesome. Perfect. So
I helped. Michelle just has this grin and she's like, I helped. She hops back in her mech, and then the crab mech takes a sip from the beer side that's on the cup holder, but then just doesn't stop. It goes from sipping to like straight up chugging. Celebratory drinking.
Sure does.
Yeah.
All right. So let me get this straight. The maneuver goes off, honestly, without a hitch. One after the other, everyone is launched through the flames as you are simultaneously handing off packages, rearranging cargo, strapping a fully sized downed tree to the back of said cargo, and continuing on as if nothing happened. Just a normal trucking afternoon for you.
We're
crab
professionals.
truckers.
We're professionals.
This is why we were voluntold to do this, actually.
Right.
This is why we truck as family.
I imagine this all happening like in slow motion, and like you see everybody emerging from the flames while like Michelle is like, I want to do like the slow motion, like the da na 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 na, like that music. But I'm not actually gonna sing because I want people who'd have singing as a red on the channel to be able to watch this. So
what was I thinking? There was something I was thinking, like I think as we all go through the fire, I think Shelly realizes, oh crap, there's fire, and she uses like the melted slushy to kind of try to like put out the fires as her mech is straining out the members of the convoy.
Hold on, you're using a slushy on a grease fire?
Melted slushy. It's not a slushy anymore. It's just
slushy juice.
Melted. Slushy juice. I don't know. Maybe not.
Typically, you want to use sand, but in this case, just use Old Bay.
She's just like, Old Bay, everything. Wow. That's fine.
Put on the fire.
Maniac. That's gonna get stuck in your hair for like days.
For sure.
Oh my god.
For sure.
Why does the shower smell like Old Bay?
Alex,
Don't ask me about my craft.
Tracy's gonna come over and be like, Alex, did you put a chicken bouillon cube in the shower head or something?
She is currently watching. She is mere feet from me downstairs, looking and wondering why she's still with me.
Oh, Tracy, it's okay. I'm coming for you, honey bunches. I gotcha. You know, we'll get through this together.
I'd take Mo's offer at this point, Tracy.
We're card buddies.
No, she is kind of just patting down fires with the claw and
Fair
just
enough.
like making sure everyone is upright and like settled and that the cargo is okay, because that's her job.
Yeah. Well, I will say the cargo gets through unscathed, because one of you was willing to look over. Great, perfect. You guys see as you emerge from the flames, figure out exactly what the heck is going on with who is carrying what, and in the near distance, you all see the billboard. On this billboard, there is quite a sight. As you approach, there is a spitting image of crustacean white snowboarding on a wave of perfectly pureed sauce, shirtless and pantsless, completely in his element. That's what's on the billboard today.
You see Michelle, like her mech turns around and like posing for a selfie, but you don't see a camera. It's just Michelle and her mech pressing a button, and it just captures the scene for her with the camera built in. You know how some cars have like the cameras to back up and stuff? She's got a built-in camera like that for her mech. So there's a picture of the mech with the billboard in the background, and then before she moves on, because she takes pictures at every stop and like all of the different landmarks, like a little bit kind of like a tourist, but just to scrapbook and commemorate the trip. Like, we actually did it, guys. I have proof.
Christmas card. That's all I'm saying.
Postcard.
Great. There's a line of family Christmas cards also at the Cotton Eye Clothes down the road. So there's plenty of space. I will say this. As you all approach and you get closer and closer, no matter what you all are listening to on the radio, you all hear a very sudden static in the air, so much that if there are hairs on your little crab appendages. They are standing on end, almost as if you're touching one of those electricity balls with all of the tendrils that kind of meet your finger if you touch the surface. Alex, shot collar combo. Sweet Home Alabama by Lindungenous Skin Dungeness starts playing on your radio. And the radio station changes to 102.5 for this. Shelby, Claudia, Bohemian Crabsody by Crean, station 97.6 starts playing. Michelle, Anne, I Can't Get No Satiscraption by the Rolling Stonefish starts playing, 88.8. Ark, Winnie Pig, Good Crustaceans by the Beach Buoys, 111.5.
I was kind of
Aaron.
hoping it was the other Good Vibration
Christy
song.
Sean, Americanned Pie by Don McCrabb, 202.6 starts playing. And you guys all almost line up in unison at the bottom of this billboard, the last known place of your cousin Junior before his disappearance. What are you all doing? Are you dismounting? The radio seems a little ominous, not gonna lie. Do you all share your experience with each other? Because it doesn't come over your comms. These are individual songs that are going to each of you.
This is Shot Caller Convoy. Did we, there must be some sort of radio tower interference going on, because my radio is acting all hinky. Anyone else getting any of that? I'm hearing some Sweet Home Alabama.
Small fry did a convoy. I got some Rolling Stonefish coming out of my speakers. I didn't put that on the playlist.
This is chump free buoy gart.
What?
Okay, man.
For me, it was American.
Oh man!
Wow.
Convoy, this is Peg Legs. I got some beach buoys on my end. And looking right at Crustacean's white, very white ass. We call this move a cold Zamboni back home. I don't know what you call it here.
Conway, this is Old Bay. Winnie, I appreciate that bit of information. I probably could have lived without it, but I appreciate your generosity in sharing. I'm hearing Bohemian Crabsody.
That's a good one.
It is.
It does sound a bit off, though, right? Like something's not right with mine. I'm kind of getting the chills. And, I think we should stop and investigate.
Maybe give some offerings to the crab goddess while we're here.
Praise be her shell.
And blessed be her stalks.
The all-seeing stalks. Yeah. Real quick. Chris T. Sean. Go ahead, just roll me a straight D8, and I'll tell you what you see. Because I think your character is the closest one with, like, investigative prowess, I will say.
I do have the grizzled trait, so I assume that counts.
Sure.
Could Combo be like the bright-eyed assistant investigator?
Clipboard? Yeah, sure.
I rolled a 4.
A 4? That's not much. I'll say this. If you are brave enough to gaze upward at Crustacean White's bare cheeks.
Once you stare into the abyss, ain't no cheek may fear ya.
Photo. This is from the back. Connect those dots. All right.
Actually, I do have the trait deep endable, so I feel like this applies.
Okay. All right. There is clearly, even with a 4, I accept your bribes.
Excellent.
There is clearly a corner of the paper that is starting to peel, and there is nothing behind it. It almost looks like there are like, you can swear that you see like a shimmering coming from that upper corner. Like there's really nothing on the other side of this sheet of paper. It's like sheet of paper and then nothingness. It's kind of hard to see from down here, but
Hey, Combo, give me a boost. I need to get up there.
Oh, sure thing. And Combo will come and position himself and take his big claw and lift.
great, amazing. I'm gonna say no fucking way just because I would love to give the ex-football player a fumble. So go ahead. What dice do you want to roll?
You know, I don't see how this is very inspiring. You could say it's uplifting, which is a synonym for inspiring.
Sure.
And that's it. That's all I can justify. Although, I mean, if you want to give me some more inspiration for pouring Old Bay all over myself, I will.
Alex, I won't lie to you. I got an 8.
Okay.
So
Let's see.
if there are no hazards here, so if you're rolling 4 dice, you're gonna have to roll like what, 4 2s.
Well, I got
tops.
3 dice right now. So let's see how this turns out.
Prayers to the crab goddess.
The crab goddess has decided to test me this day. I rolled a 5, a 1, and a 1, and that is a 7.
Stop! You guys all see, as cousin combo, it's isn't it bacon cheeseburger, combo?
if you go from last name to first, yes, it's bacon cheeseburger combo.
Correct. Unfortunately, Chris T. Sean, you take a fumble from the football player.
And
This isn't a tackle situation. This is just a failed catch on his part.
do I see this?
Yeah.
Could Michelle react quickly enough to try to make sure, like, set them upright or something?
I will say you can just do that. I won't make you roll for it. You just want to catch using your mech?
No, I just want to make sure, like, the cousins don't hurt themselves and then offer to help, like, do the giant mechanical claw boost both of them up, because, and just be like...
Perfect. Nope, that works. I will say the twins from the back of the cab for you, Claudia, go, hey, boss, you think we should show what we've been working on? And,
Go for it.
The twins pull out a small receiver, and everybody is in witness as Claudia's truck begins to rise, like elevator style, and the hook on the front just so happens to catch Chris T. Sean's shirt, ripping it just a little bit in the back, but you guys all have matching shirts, so, like, it's experience the memento. And it rises almost like an elevator, like tires on the ground, but hydraulics taking you all the way up to the billboard's level. What are you doing up there?
I'm gonna grab the little peeled back bit and just...
Okay. You peel it back. On the back, There is a chart, so if you wanna drop it down, you can. But otherwise, this is clearly one of the crab goddess's famous portals. And it is freezing up here as soon as you take this paper off of this portal.
The portal to Canada. Sorry.
Those of you on the ground, the back of this piece of paper has, it's 4 rows across, 5 rows deep. So there's 20 boxes total, and you guys instantly smell the smell of fish coming from the back of Claudia's truck as all of the crab goddess stamped boxes burst open. They're all soggy, they all burst open, and fish begin to like spill out of the back of the truck, almost raining on all of you because it's so high up. So the twins will slowly start to put it back down, and once Claudia is at ground level, you guys have a large grid and a bunch of fish on the ground.
20 fish to be exact.
No, not 20 fish to be exact. I will say, from where you are, Chris T. Sean, and you were able to get down with the truck, by the way. You're not stuck up there. If I'm assuming you would probably try and like touch the portal, it is hard as a wall.
Okay.
It is not currently portaling.
All right. And while I'm going down, I have a good view of this grid, I assume.
Yes.
There's
There's plenty of space
Okay.
for fish in every box.
Got it.
This isn't one of those Sudoku puzzles, is it? I could never figure those out.
No, that'd be 9 by 9. So
See, I'm not good with numbers. I'm glad that I have you here.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's like a game of tic-tac-toe.
I think that's all. I think that's also 9 boxes, kid.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Maybe it's ultimate tic-tac-toe. They added more boxes for more paths. I don't know.
look, I don't know much, but I know the goddess loves some Old Bay. What if we just season the whole thing?
All right.
No, don't do it again.
Before you do that, Alex, Sweet Home Alaclama on station 102.5 starts to play from your cab again.
Oh. That's all.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. That song's playing again.
What were the stations in all your cars?
Mine was 102.5, The Claw.
I think 88.1.
Mine was 88.8.
Okay.
Y'all Discord, if case you guys.
Oh yeah, we got.
If you're like
Yeah, all the channels and names are in the Discord.
Shh, don't tell Twitch chat. I'm letting you cheat.
Oh, sorry.
Hey,
there is no chat.
I'm a big old
111.5.
cheater.
Once you've stared into the crab goddess portal, there is no chat.
Right. Yes, thank you, Erin, for that
I heard
delightful
Chad.
clarification.
Sorry.
All right, what are you doing, gang?
Are the fish just on the ground, like hopping around? Okay.
They're dead. They're like, well, they're frozen.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say they're dead. They're frozen.
They're frozen.
Okay.
Some of them more thawed than others, hence the wobbly
Water.
boxes they were in.
Okay.
Mm.
They're not in the boxes anymore. They spill it out.
At least all of the ones in Claudia's truck specifically, yes.
Is the grid like just blank aside from the okay? So 1, 102.5. 97.6.
What happened to the fish in all of the other boxes that are not Claudia's?
They haven't
Are they?
they haven't like burst open or anything, but like you would assume that there's fish in there because of the soggy nature of the cardboard.
I think what will happen is like Shelly will leave her mech and go to the back where the boxes are that she's carrying for Winnie and for herself, and she will start putting them down next to the chair and say, well, there's all of those fish, but I also have these boxes that are still good. How many boxes were we carrying? Because we didn't carry nearly as many.
There are
don't
so
know.
many fish on the ground. I'm telling you, like, just as a hint, you guys have all of the fish you could possibly need on the ground currently. You don't need to gather
Okay.
any from any other sources.
So you're saying
Well, I was
what you're
just
saying is we
wondering,
don't
like-
need 102 and a half fishes.
No.
Okay.
And a half.
Well, I was just thinking maybe we could put fish on the chart, but also boxes. Maybe it's some sort of pattern thing.
Hmm. Fish. My brain is so not working.
Try the old bay again.
Okay.
Maybe it'll get the neurons flaring.
Yeah. Hey, Alex, because you doused yourself in Old Bay, I will tell you this. We only have a few minutes left of stream anyway. So, there, 4 boxes across, 5 boxes down. First box, moving from left to right, I'm just going to tell you how many fish in the top line are in each box.
Okay.
There's 1 fish, 0 fish, 2 fish, 5 fish.
Oh.
All right. So we then go to the next box and we put 9 fish, 7 fish, 6 fish.
Nothing's going to happen unless you guys have like all of the lines filled in. So I'll tell you if you're wrong in the end.
Gotcha.
Ah.
And then just 3 eights, smack 8 groups, 3 groups of 8 fish
Where are you putting?
in the third column, right? Like right underneath. So there's the first row, 1, 2, 5. So there's 1, a blank box, then 2, and then 5, right? And then there's, I guess you said
I
it's
think-
4 long or 5
Mhm.
long.
4.
So 4 long, so it would be 0, 9, 7, 6, and then 0 in the next row under would be 0, 8, 8, 8, and it'd be 1, 1, 1, 5, and then 2, 0, 2, 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody
Hey, gang.
scramble. Everybody's moving all the fish in unison while he's doing it, like leader
Just
style,
leading,
delegating.
just pointing where the fish go. Like, all right, now that I've struggled for 20 minutes, I think I've wrapped my mind around.
Shelly just like chest bumps bacon combo. Sorry, and they're all moving on. What happens next?
Well, as you guys are doing all of this, your trucks all begin to rumble. Tires squealing with air as all of your trucks seem to get heavier, or, if you'll allow me, succumb to the gravity of the situation. All of the sudden, a crack of lightning, exploding at the transformers of every power line around you, erupts a symphony of radio static, as from all of your truck comms, all in unison, thank you all for coming. The bacon cheeseburgers have proven to be a force to be eaten, reckoned with. Junior was just the beginning, and as you all served me already, I figure one more job shouldn't be too much to ask. And just as quickly as it started, it ends, as all of your trucks quicken to the silence of the open sea, only one revving back to life as the engine turns hot. Winnie Peg, your expertise, if you wouldn't mind. And you all marvel at the words of the crab goddess as the engine of the ski-doo rumbles in the distance. Above your heads, the air chills and grows cloudy, and in the distance, by the nearest bay, you swear you can hear the crackling of ice forming on the surface. Ice Road Truckers, coming soon. And that is where we will end our session today, gang. I figure we can do this as a winter one shot later this year if you guys want to do Ice Road Truckers.
Of course, the answer is yes.
Great. Well, that's right on schedule. I wanted to get, closing stuff done by 10 till. So, if you guys want to go ahead, just around the horn real fast, say who you were playing today, and where we can find you. I will go ahead and start with Ark, I think.
Oh, you betcha. Hi, I'm Ark. I was playing Winnie Peg. I'm not actually Canadian. I'm Minnesotan, so Canadian adjacent. You can find me everywhere at Arcadian Ending. I'll be here Mondays for Lord of the Rings coming up soon, and the next season of Contour and Charisma right on this channel. So just keep knowing what's here, and you'll see me.
Perfect. Anne.
Hi. My name is Anne. I was playing Michelle, everyone's favorite little sister and nerdy engineer. You can find me on Twitter at @XO_girlwonder. On this channel, I'm here on Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, facilitating Regency Remix The Hidden World. Never wondered what if Regency, but what if also Fae shenanigans? Yeah, that's what's up. Otherwise, just check Twitter for all the things I am doing or my link in chat. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Thanks for running, Mo.
You're so welcome, buddy. Shelby.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shelby. I have been Claudia, your incredibly angry, incredibly aggressive, well-seasoned Maryland Blue Crab driver. I'm in the middle of a poorly timed on my part rebrand, so you can find all of my updated information, note to self, actually update it, on my card that is linked in chat, shelbylane.card.co. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Mo.
Amazing. All right. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Aaron next, I think.
Hello, everyone. It is Aaron again. Tonight, I keep saying tonight. I'm so used to playing at night. This morning, I played Christy Shawn, the grizzled, you might even say hard-boiled, wink, custodian. You can next see me tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll be over at Lost Caravan RPG playing Heckin' Good Doggos. And then Friday, I'll be back on my friend Stolen Fire's channel playing Blade Runner again. I am now more convinced I might be the secret replicant in that game. Yep, that's it for me.
Perfect. And last but not least, before me, Alex.
That's me. I'm Alex. I have been bacon cheeseburger, combo. And you can find me on Twitter and the TikTok under the handle ActorFeet with an A, not two E's. And you can also find me wherever podcasts are playing, doing musical theater, D&D, improv at Half Orc, Half Orchestra. And one more place you can find me is on Tuesday nights at the Blue Collar DMs Twitch channel playing What Once Was Lost, A While Beyond the Witchlight campaign. Yeah, that's me. Thanks again to Mo for running this.
Ark
Praise
for
be
producing.
to the Crawmy.
The crab love to Mo for running this delightfully pun-filled chaotic game.
It was everything I dreamed it to be, honestly.
And special shout out to my partner Drea in chat for breaking me almost the entire game.
And Ark for producing.
Truly, yes. Definitely thank you to Arc for producing. Hi guys, I'm Mo. You can find me here, unless I'm on Exquisite Corpse Presents tonight, playing completely broken D&D. You can find me over there. But otherwise, I'm just here, being the CFO of Girls Run These Worlds. Hey. I'm gonna go ahead. Thank you, Shell. Yeah. It's gonna be a great one tonight. I might die. It's great. Perfect. I will say for channel stuff, we do have Glitter Hearts. I think is the first thing that's up next this week.
Honor and
Mermaids.
Charisma, is that on Sunday?
That is. Is it this Sunday already? I think it's next.
Oh, it's
is it
next Sunday.
Sunday
My
or the week
bad.
after? It's not back yet.
My bad. Okay.
But it's coming. We don't have anything on Sunday. I think is Glitter Hearts on Monday or Tuesday?
Glitter Hearts is Monday, yeah.
It's Monday.
So
Thank
that's
you,
the
Anne.
next one.
So Glitter Hearts on Monday, next show on the channel. Tune in for that. I will say Philippa is a wonderful GM. She has a great cast as well, so please tune into that if you can. Another thing for the channel, we have 3
2 p.m.
casting
Eastern time.
apps. We have 3 casting apps going on right now. Sarah is casting for the One Ring D&D. Jen is casting for Fires of Sharn. It is the series version of the Frosts of Sharns that was in our winter one-shots. And then we also have Contour and Charisma. Hot Vamp Summer is casting with Michaela. So please, if you have nothing else to do after the stream, shoot an application over to that. We'd love to have you on the channel. And please also keep an eye out on the Twitter for the casting call for our June one-shots, our big gay one-shots, big gay month, big gay people. Please come be one of them. We would love to have you. I think that's all for channel stuff, other than I think today we're rating Roll for Good. They are an EU-based channel, and they are doing charity stuff today, and they also have a lot of giveaways happening, so that's who we're going to go raid. They are doing a wonderful job so far. I caught a couple of their early morning streams. I think it was 6 a.m. for me that I got up and I started watching. So let's get on over there. And thank you all for being here and being truckers with us. This is so fun. I had the best 3 hours today. You guys are all great.
No, you.
Right.
Uno reverse.
Crab Goddess out.